Let's go straight to Candace Trunzo. She is the senior news editor with DailyMail.com. Candace, they finally caught the guy.
They did, and it's incredible because he was dressed as though he was in their 30s. In fact, Rita, they thought he was in his 30s. He was in glasses, a mustache, a sport coat, and what it turns out to be, a boy who is 15 years old.
And apparently all disguise, right? Puts this fake mustache on, Kansas, and also puts a jacket on to make him look like he's a lot older?
Exactly. He had a fake mustache, he had glasses on, and a sport coat, and of course, because he was not recognized immediately, people thought that he was 6 foot tall. The people who were running after him thought he was much older, and the cops at first thought he was much older until they really looked at that video and they saw that this was a kid that they recognized, and it was a local high school kid.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable story, and also every time I see this video, it's so upsetting to see first the sister and then the brother with the stroller chasing after the guy. Let's go to Clark Goldman, Nancy Grace, producer. How did they track this guy? First of all, the walk, which Candace brought up, but there was, some baptism, some church pamphlets that connected this guy?
Some real investigative work, Rita, and we obtained a police affidavit in which law enforcement lays out the many steps they went through where they say they finally found this alleged kidnapping suspect. It started with surveillance. One officer thought it looked like someone he may know. Rita, they go to the park. They find church materials. They then start talking to a church pastor in the area who says, yes, these materials were handed out during our service. Law enforcement zones in from there. And shocking, Rita, law enforcement actually was able to obtain surveillance from City Hall in which you can supposedly see the abduction from start to finish.
And Clark, real quick, this kid has a history. He tried to abduct, an 11-year-old last year, an autistic boy?
Yes, according to law enforcement, we obtained a police report from them in which they tell us this same suspect last summer, he allegedly grabbed the hand of an autistic child, was supposedly trying to move him, but the mom of the child saw something, asked the boy what he was doing, and prosecutors then determined there was no cause to file actual criminal charges. This 15-year-old, Rita, no criminal charges that we are aware of.